Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over a new setting technique that I stumbled across. I'm sure this is probably well known across YouTube, but this is really new to me, so I figured I would give you my thoughts on it. I was recently introduced to a setting technique called, now I know I'm going to butcher this name again, but I believe you pronounce it as Jamsu. My friend who is Korean, he tried to help me pronounce the word correctly, and I still think I'm butchering the pronunciation, so I apologize if I am mispronouncing that or if I offend anyone. I'm apologizing now, so just bear with me. But literally it is translated to submerging or diving. It is a Korean beauty makeup hack technique in which you put on your full face of makeup as normal, apply your primer, foundation, concealer, all of that is normal, fill in your brows if you need to, and then you're going to set everything. According to the instructions that I was following, they said that you could use baby powder like Johnson's baby powder or just any ordinary face powder that you have lying around. I just decided to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder just because I didn't really want to get up and walk all the way over to go get the baby powder, and my Laura Mercier powder was right nearby, so I just decided to use that instead. The next step that you're going to take, which kind of threw me off, it made me very uncomfortable, not gonna lie, is that you're gonna submerge or dip your face in cool water. Now, I know that we are all used to staying away from dipping our face in water. We've all seen those memes where it's like, take her swimming on the first date. Let's see how she really looks like underneath all that makeup. And I have to keep my face underwater for 15 to 30 seconds. I cannot hold my breath underwater for This was gonna be a challenge in itself for me because I suck at holding my breath underwater. I am such a baby when it comes to that. When I read that you'd have to hold your breath for 15 to 30 seconds, I'm just thinking, how am I gonna do this? I wasn't concerned about dipping my face in water, it was just holding my breath. So I was a little nervous, but I did read further down in the article that it does leave your face a very nice velvety smooth and a very like porcelain appearance. So I was very intrigued to try this out and see if it really worked. I did not do a lot of research prior to doing this. I was only going off what I read in the article. I could be missing some sort of step, or I was probably doing a step wrong, but as some people like to call it, I went into this blind. I think now, looking back and reading more into this technique, it does work. I notice a little bit of creasing underneath my eye. That will happen with me irregardless of what I do. I don't know if it's just the concealer that I'm using or the powder that I was using, but my eyes immediately creased. I did notice some areas the foundation had completely come off and I looked a little bit patchy, but surprisingly my eyebrows stayed on, and for the most part my face looked very smooth, very porcelain, but there were some areas on my face that were more cakey. Afterwards, I did leave my makeup on for the remainder of the night. I did go out and I came home and I just noticed that my skin felt so smooth. It was like touching a baby's butt, as weird as that is. It was completely smooth. My skin was very matte, and for me, that's not something that I really want to achieve because my skin is very dry. So I like to look as dewy as possible, but it wasn't so matte that it was uncomfortable. It was very comfortable to wear, and my makeup did last, I think, longer than just setting my makeup as normal. Will I do this technique on a daily basis? Probably not. Will I do this on like special occasions? I'm not 100% sure. I think I might have to like try it a couple times, get comfortable with it, maybe just leave my face submerged for maybe only 15 seconds or maybe 10 seconds. I'm considering that my skin is dry naturally. If you are skeptical and you're curious and you want to try it, I would just say go for it and give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You just take it off and then you just put your makeup back on. So I definitely think that this worked. It is an interesting technique. I've never heard of it before, and apparently this is really popular in the Korean beauty community. And all in all, I am thrilled with the results that it gave me, but is it for me every day? Probably not, just because again, I do have dry skin. That is pretty much it for this video. I hope I didn't miss anything or forget to talk about something, but if you guys like this video, please let me know, and if you have any requests, comments, or anything like that, leave those down below in the comment section and I will gladly get back to you. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon.